Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is June the 28th, 2018. Strong hand. BitcoinToTheMoon.com. This t-shirt rocks. And the dude from Australia who sent me this, he's watching it right now too. Yeah, man, I'm back in Baltimore. Strong hand. Long-term thinking, unconfiscatable. Offended by selling. All right, so today was a big day of travel. I started the day in Puerto Rico, and I ended the day in Baltimore. Rap it on the street. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Baltimore County. It's good to be back. I will be here until June the 8th when I go to Calgary. We're going to talk about that in a second. It's always great to see my family here and to take care of some business. I'll get my hair cut tomorrow. See some friends on Saturday. Maybe I'll tell you all where you can stalk me on Saturday night if you want to see me out with my friends. All right. So let us go on. So one thing about traveling that's great, and I also sprinted and I ran today. I didn't check the price. When I was in Puerto Rico, I saw the price when I woke up, and I didn't see it again until after my sprints today, which were great with my new shoes that were waiting for me in Baltimore. Oh my God, my new A6 shoes. Again, I got them as cheap as I could get them online, $99 or whatever it was. Oh, they feel so, you can't cheat yourselves with shoes, with running shoes, people. You really can't. And trust me, I'm the guy who saves money on everything. Pound that freaking like button. But when it comes to shoes, I only get the best of the best, the ASICs. We'll talk about that in another show. It's great to have my running shoes, new shoes on right now. But yeah, I'll get my hair cut at my barber that I've been getting my hair cut for like 20 years at or whatever. And good deal over there. All right. Yeah, and I know you guys want to see this thing cut. So I was wearing a Bitcoin shirt on the Southwest flight direct from San Juan. I needed to take a direct flight today. Yeah, I got to treat myself sometimes. I've saved up some money, obviously. Still, Southwest, low-fare airline, of course. And I was not laying over in like freaking Fort Lauderdale or wherever. No way. I had to get back to the Baltimore. So yeah, I'm wearing a Bitcoin shirt, and the gay steward, he's like, "I like your shirt, man." That was nice of him. I don't know. Maybe he knows something I don't know. The stewards are hopefully they learned about Bitcoin. They travel all around the world, or in the Southwest, all around the country. I just thought I'd point that out for all my gay viewers out in San Francisco and Seattle. And no, Vention is not gay, but he is watching right now, and he is in Seattle. But don't want people getting confused. But we do have some gay viewers out in Seattle, and there's good dudes out there. So and in San Francisco, with some of the guys out there that watch this. So anyway, that's been there's not much going on today. So I'm telling you personal stories. People like that. Pound that freaking like button. Okay. Get your Trezor and down below. And yeah, I'm tired. I ran a lot and I sprinted. I was on a 4-hour plane ride from San Juan to Baltimore. It's what a life. It's wild. It's just like, yeah, I always used to see this businessmen in the airport, and they were always talking on their phones and everything, and I was like, that's kind of crazy. I don't want to be them, and I'm not them, but I'm traveling kind of like them. I don't know. I thought I'd add that out there. Okay, let's continue. So there was a big story about Venezuela that since not much was going on today in the crypto space, people were talking about Venezuela and how some dudes want to bring some Bitcoin into Venezuela. And kind of what's missing from that is, why aren't they talking to guys like Gabriel and Maximo who actually live in Venezuela and are very much involved in various aspects of the Bitcoin community in Venezuela, and partnering up with them. So, I mean, I'm not even going to talk about these articles today. You know why I'm not going to talk about these Venezuela articles today? But you're going to tune in at 2 p.m. tomorrow, right here. And Gabriel is going to be freaking on This Week in Bitcoin. He's going to tell you about what he thinks about those articles, okay? And he's going to tell us what they should be doing with him, or what he thinks they should be doing. And you're going to, you'll ask him some questions. He's always very entertaining. He's going to tell you about Bitcoin on the ground in Venezuela. It's not that hard to get dudes in Venezuela to talk about Bitcoin in Venezuela and maybe like partner up with them. I think that's the missing link to some of these stories going on. And it's not just Gabriel Maximo. There's other dudes who want to be on this show, who I want to get on this show. One who I met in Seattle. We were just talking about Seattle. We talked about Seattle yesterday, today. And look at this in the super chat. Frank Castadini. He says, and he sends $5. He says, happy and gay Frank representing San Francisco. Strong hands. Yes. And that's one of my, I was alluding to Frank actually in San Francisco. He's a realtor there. And dude, Frank, I mean, dude, you've really got to work it out there with the Bitcoin. I mean, you're a realtor, you're in, the guys and everything out there. And it's just, they're obviously, they're not married to women, so they don't have to spend all that money on women. They can make some good investments. I mean, there should be like I don't like to say like there should be a black Bitcoin club, a Jewish Bitcoin club, but in this case, it'd be good if there'd be the gay Bitcoin club of San Francisco, where everyone's welcome to come. I mean, not just, everyone's welcome to come. Geez, there you go. That's real lovely, isn't it? Everyone's welcome to attend the event. So Frank, thanks a lot for the $5. And I know I'm joking around here a little bit with the I didn't mean to say that, but I am serious that no, the guys in San Francisco, this is Bitcoin works real well with dudes that do not have wives for whatever reason it may be. And if you're married to another dude, I don't think your dude is going to spend as much money on himself as your dudette would if you happen to be married to a dude. And again, I'm not going to mention any names here, but there is a gay fan of this show who's been married to women twice and has lost a lot of money to women. I don't know how he got married to women twice. He told me why. I don't exactly understand it. But yeah. Anyway, okay, enough of that stuff. We talk. I mean, where else is there any other cryptocurrency show out there where we talk about gay people and Bitcoin and stuff? Where a straight dude is talking about gay people and Bitcoin? Because most of the straight dudes out there with Bitcoin shows, and most of the people I think doing Bitcoin shows are straight. I would assume 90% are. A lot of them are young guys, and they're, oh no, I don't want to think me, whatever. I mean, I know I have a lot of friends, people I know, a lot of friends that are gay, but yeah, definitely. People I've met through the years. Now, no one that I went to high school with or anything like that. But people always say, you'll find out somebody you went to high school is gay. No, none of my high school friends ended up being gay at all. None at all. But obviously, hanging out in the bar scene in Baltimore for many years, in the creative community, should we say? Yeah, I know plenty of dudes. So again, let's everyone get into Bitcoin. But you don't hear much about the gay dudes in Bitcoin. I mean, there should be more talk about that. So Frank in San Francisco is in an industry that should be in the real estate industry that should be getting on the Bitcoin bandwagon, and in a community that should hopefully get on the Bitcoin bandwagon. All right, that was totally unplanned, but hey, man, this is the one Bitcoin show. You never know what you're gonna hear here. Frank says he's saving an S-load of money and getting me some Bitcoin. Yeah, dude, you should do that, Frank. And always be closing those deals, man. Always be closing those freaking $2 million freaking houses in San Francisco. Absolutely ridiculous, but it is a lovely city. I know some people are making fun of it. They're like, all these people throw needles on the grounds there and whatever. And it's bad that they have all those homeless people living on the street. It's because the weather's good. But let me tell you, the worst neighborhood in San Francisco, like the Tenderloin, the neighborhood's so bad. It's so much better than most neighborhoods in Baltimore. So there's no comparison. All right. So yeah, everyone get in the habit of not checking the price all the time. So just get on a plane, run. It's good for your health. And yeah, tune in tomorrow. So going back to the Venezuela article, I noticed in the comments section that a guy named George Donnelly, and some of us know George Donnelly. He's in the libertarian community, in the cryptocurrency community. I mean, he's a pretty hardcore type of guy. He sticks to his ways, doesn't really joke around. He really ripped on the Shemitah guy. Oh, so good once though. George is great, but he's like not an emotional. He doesn't think emotionally at all. Anyway, he left a comment. He's like, Dash is accepted in 300 merchants in Venezuela. Dash has a dozen teams working across the country to teach people how to use it and to airdrop them some free Dash. So he's saying, like, Dash has already got a foothold in Venezuela. Commenting on the article how Bitcoin should get a bit. Well, again, Dash has got a marketing team. So they've got it. Bitcoin has no marketing team. And George is part of the Dash marketing team. Now we're not going to get into what makes up the Dash marketing team, but I thought I would add George's comments, which were in that article, under that CoinDesk article, which I linked to below. And everyone, check out disruptmeister.com. All the archive shows listed below. Bitcoin to the moon. I love this shirt. I've missed this shirt, man. I'm going to take a whole new slew of shirts with me on my next road trip, which obviously, I mean, this is really part of my road trip now. Baltimore, I'm only going to be here for 10 days. It's great. I hope everybody loves their family out there, because I love my family. I like seeing my family members. It's great. It's really great seeing my family members. I'll see grandma soon. There's certain family members I haven't seen yet. We'll see them soon. I'm not going to name names. I don't want people to know my personal life and how many of this I have, how many of that I have. And you can find it out. It's all online. Anyway, so okay. People ask you all these personal questions sometimes, and I never answer them. But if people took a minute to stalk me, I mean, everything's out there basically. The stuff I did in Baltimore beforehand that had nothing to do with cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's out there, dude. It's fun stuff, man. It's been quite a fun time. Being an independent, work for yourself type of guy. But this cryptocurrency thing has taken it to the next level in terms of really stressing that personal responsibility is the new counterculture. So it will be interesting to go out in Baltimore again on Saturday night if all goes well. I haven't been out in Baltimore for a long time now, since last year actually. And every time my mindset changes a little bit more, and what I see kind of, I shouldn't say disgusts me more and more, but certain aspects just shows how much I've changed, how I think I've become a better person, a more well-rounded, a more understanding, more knowledgeable, less emotional thinking type of person. Now there's different type, you don't want to be emotional when you're making decisions that involve rationality. You could be an emotional, energetic type of dude, flying through the air, and maybe people could say I'm emotional that way because I am got the happy emotion on all the time. But I think you know what I mean. You got to think clearly. I've through the years, every time I come back to Baltimore, it seems like, what, I can't believe I dealt with some of these things that I used to deal with, but that's part of life. You grow up and you change, and I hope, and you become a better person. And if you're realizing that you're a better person, then you can even make yourself even a better person, I think. So, all right, all these Baltimore thoughts are coming to me since I'm here, and hey, it was a slow news day apparently. Or maybe I missed it all because it just took me about an hour just to catch up with everything here. Again, I really not. When you're on the plane and you don't know what's going on. All right, someone moved. This is from Armin von Bitcoin. He says, someone moved $300 million worth of Bitcoin for an unfairly cheap fee of 4 cents. Pound that like button. My Lord, that is amazing. Now, of course, it's not always going to be 4 cents. And you know what? I bet people would be willing to pay $30 to make sure their $300 million went through. But I think you get the point that it definitely beats banks. And it's very fast. You don't have to wait 3 days. You know it goes through. No third parties involved. And hey, it's cheap to send for now. Again, 4 cents is unbelievable for a $300 million. And I think they definitely would pay $300 to make sure it got through. But if in the traditional way to send $300 million, it's going to cost a lot more than 4 cents, right? Or $300. And it's going to involve a lot of complexities. So yeah, I mentioned my new shoes. Well, I actually wrote that down and mention your new shoes, how much you love them. Oh, I mean, immediately I love those darn things because I wore the other darn ones into the ground. That's what happens when you're traveling around for so long and you don't buy yourself new shoes. Like, it was not safe running on those things. Thank the Lord. Thank Hashem that my feet are in good shape. All right. They didn't get injured. And again, guys, never overdo it. Never overdo it. And if you're out of shape, gradually get yourself in this shape. Don't run like 20 miles in a day. You'll have a heart attack or something. You gradually get yourself into it. I mean, I'm feeling really good lately. I don't know. I mean, the weather is. I've got the 6-pack going and everything. I'm at the right weight. I think. Sometimes it does fluctuate. I mean, as I've said, one of the times I went to Africa, I got way too skinny, man. Oh, dude. Oh, the Meister lost a. All right. But no. It's good, dude. Eat healthy. Stay in shape. Watch the Saturday show for stuff like this. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be talking about it on the freaking Thursday show. Okay. We're almost done this Thursday show. It's been a long, rambling one, hasn't it? Oh, speaking. Okay, so Ran. Speaking about Africa. You guys know Ran out in South Africa with the CNBC show. I was on it. When was I on it? In October. And Ran, it's a unique show. I mean, it's the only one on a major cable network in a major country. And he just, he got into the ICO stuff way too much. Let's put it in. And he's been on my show before. And he's not doing things to be bad or anything like that. I want to put that out there. I don't think he's a bad dude. I think he's new to the space. Some of the things he says, he has not been around. Yeah, he said the other day he's been around. He gave some date. He might have said 2015 or something. I don't know. I don't know how much he was paying attention back then, okay? Because he really jumped on he was jumping on every train, and maybe he just wants to get a lot of viewers because that's the key to getting viewers is you cover every single ICO, every single altcoin, as you get the 80%ers to watch. Man, I guess, he's got to do what he's got to do to get viewers, but he gets a lot of dudes ripping on him, especially in this tweet that I saw out there. Just to look at CoinMarketCap took a look at CoinMarketCap for the first time in a while. I don't know what a while is for him. Maybe that's a day. Scary how so many tokens are trading at a market cap that is a fraction of what they raised a few months ago. It's scary how so many tokens are trading at a market cap that is a fraction of what they raised a few months ago. That's not scary. That's what should be going on, dude. It was scary. It was disturbing when they were trading at what they were trading at. All these nincompoops were buying these tokens that were worthless and boosted up their market. Us strong-handers. We knew all along. We knew this. We've been through this before. We've seen the altcoins come and go and return again. And these ICO nonsense. And you dug too much of a hole into this stuff by covering these things and making them seem legitimate. Maybe you thought they were legitimate. But dude, tokens are trading at a market cap. There's a fraction of what they raised a few months ago. That's great. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. That makes sense. A lot of things don't make sense in the crypto space. But yeah, there's a lot of crypto noise hyping up ICOs and tokens still to this very day. And a lot of the crypto noise right now on Twitter it's weak hands screaming and crying. I mean, there is a weak hand sentiment growing out there. The strong handers are not, I mean, we are less than 20% now. I mean, it feels like it sometimes. It seems like it sometimes. I say 20%ers and 80%ers. It's probably down to 15%ers and 85%ers at this time. But this is the best time, one of the best times to be a strong hander, okay? Because you know at this time when all these dudes are yelling and screaming and turning into weak hands as loud as they are, that you are sticking with it. You've got the strongest of the strong hands. You're the 15%ers, the 10%ers. Since you're a long-term thinker, you know at times like these how sweet it will be to say that you were here as a strong hand back in the days when the weak hands were as loud as ever. You never gave in. Offended by selling, baby. You were always offended by selling. So, you know, like in the year 2021, you're going to look back and you're going to tell the stories to all the newbies then, to the CNBC Uganda people, whatever the new thing is then. Surely CNBC will be in some other crazy, well, what? To the CNBC India cryptocurrency show, to Run Poo or whoever it is in the future. And I love my Indian people out there. I love the Hindus and the Sikhs. I do. They're good. I mean, and obviously Jayant Bhandari, who is, I guess he's an atheist. But seriously, in the future, you know, we'll go through this again. There'll be some new equivalent to ICOs. The CNBC India guy will be hyping it up. And you'll be like, dude, I held Bitcoin this whole time through I was there for the down market when it was $6,000. Remember when it was 6,000? And then when it drops from 80,000 to 40,000 or something like that, you'll go through this whole again. It's all cyclical, people. So be offended by selling. Have that strong hand. Check me out on Twitter at TechBalt. Steam it, BitcoinMeister. Calgary, I will be there the 9th and the 10th. BitcoinRodeo.com. BTC Benny, Vortex. Who else? Francis Poulot. Ricardo Novak. My cartoonist, Louis, what's his name? Buena, the one who did the Monero book. I'm sorry, I'm messing up your name, dude. It's tired. He's a Filipino. Shouts to the Filipinos. Luis. And again, this show is basically over now. I'm just talking about, you know, if you want to just leave now before I mention it. Philadelphia, CryptoCoinCon.com. BitcoinMeister 45 discount below. Ken Bozak's going to be there. Oh, yeah, and after Bitcoin Rodeo, I'll be in Red Deer on the 11th. Edmonton meetup on the 12th of July. And then I'll spend the rest of freaking July in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, baby. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm tired now, so I want to go to sleep. Pound that like button. I still have to get a third guest for tomorrow's show. That's at 2 p.m. Tune in here. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister Disrupt Meister. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks to all the live viewers. It was a unique one, wasn't it? I'll say hello to all you dudes in the chat. And yeah, I mean, where else do you get this kind of Bitcoin action, man? This Bitcoin news, this Bitcoin opinion, this Bitcoin hair that's going to be cut tomorrow morning out here in Baltimore County. See ya.